Hello, everybody. And my mic's not in the right spot. You probably can't even hear me. There we go. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? And welcome to Longer and Harder, the show where we take I can't talk today. Where we take a subject and we go deeper. How is everybody doing? I have a small crowd today. Sly, my dear friend Sly. We gotta match up on the schedule thing. But you know, hello. Hello chat, hello Wooden Toad, hello Richard, hello Bohoble and Bob. Who else is here? Fino. Hello. I hope everybody's here. Have you ever purchased an animated plush just to watch Hobbs attack it? No. He doesn't really attack plush things very much. I do have a great video that I have to, unfortunately because my iPhone's a little weird. It's upside down, so I have to fix it. But I do have a video of Hobbs trying to get high on cilantro today, because you know he's into drugs and whatnot, so he's getting high on cilantro today. So I'll get that one in a little bit. Hello from New Zealand. Hello, Mr. Tankman. I love that avatar. Very cool. How is New Zealand? Is it? Do you have to stand upside down there? Is gravity different? I shouldn't say gravity, buoyancy and density or whatever. Cats versus walking stuffed animals. Hobbs has never attacked you. He really doesn't attack me. He's got to be pretty angry to attack me. He loves me a whole lot. He doesn't. He's a big cuddle bug. Speaking of one other auxiliary cat, Emma is out here, but she seems to just sort of be forlornly staring at her food rather than wanting to hang out. I don't know where Hobbs is. He was sitting on the chair earlier, but I think he's disappeared into the living room. But you know, what can we do? We got here. How is New Zealand? By the looks of it, exterminated. I did hear. No, that wasn't New Zealand. That's Hawaii. I did hear that you know. I guess New Zealand is probably stuck on this one as well. That one of the new flat Earth things is that Australia isn't real. So, you know, I guess New Zealand can't be real either, right? We can't have one or the other. I talked about Tankman's avatar. Oh, yeah, I liked his avatar. Exterminate. I see. I got it. What is that green thing on your mic, correct? That is Rayquaza, the Pokemon. Let's see if we can make him turn. There we go. It's Rayquaza. He likes to chill up here and, you know, keep my mic safe from whatever horrors. Whatever. Hello, the idiot. Nice to see you. I ditched spray cane for you. I will try my best. But thank you everybody for joining me. I know that it's kind of a crowded day for streaming. I know Star Spray Cane is doing a thing. I know that Psy Strike will probably be starting soon. It's a crowded day for streaming. What can we do about it? Everybody wants to stream today, even though I have I guess I haven't actually been streaming on this spot for a while, but you know, I feel like this has been my day for a while, guys. Come on, guys, get it together. But welcome. We will move ahead pretty quickly here, I think, because I don't think we really have too much housekeeping. I'm gonna have to edit this on our goal, but I will be adding we got a piece of papers with notes. 1917 to our total here from last week, but I'm having a hard time with making payments to myself, so I gotta talk to Streamlabs about that, or figure that out, that nonsense. So I can't donate it like I did last week, but since we are here, we will get a free donation thing. Oh my goodness, it makes a noise now. I love it. I love that it makes a noise now. The noise is there mostly just so that I know that things are happening. So, you know, welcome to, yeah, this is my thing. We're also going to try to get through some of these quickly because I was just on the phone with my mother-in-law and she might be watching. So we're going to move through these quickly and then not embarrass myself a whole lot. I'm already drinking my beer because I want to start. So yeah. So just so you know, we will actually add the 1917 from last week because we are doing awesome with that. I can't. If GeoStrubber streams, it's most of the time also Sunday, Saturday, every early evening over here and early afternoon for you folks. Yeah, it's just the best time that works for us Americans. Like, this is, you know, nice middle of the afternoon. I don't feel like a complete drunk for starting this early. I gotten all my shit done for the day, so this is when I'm free. But we'll try it. Werner, so will you buy walking stuffed animals if I send you the money so we can watch Hobbs attack it? Sure. I don't know how much a walking stuffed animal works. If that's a thing we want, you can donate for that, and I will put it aside as the stuffed animal walking fund, I guess. I don't know how much a walking stuffed animal works. Again, no promises. Oh, speaking of which, he is out here, but he's being a bum. No promises on whether he'll actually attack it or not, though. I'm not going to make that promise. Let's see. He is chilling right there, so we'll get the Hobbs cam going here. You guys can check them out from a distance. It's about as close as I'm going to get with this camera. So that's good. None of the streamers must have mothers or their audience. My mom lives in California, way, way far away from me. So I neglect her a lot. I sent her a basket of things, of stuff. So, you know, hopefully that'll be enough. I have to give her a phone call here this afternoon so that I'm not like a terrible, terrible son. I'll just be a slightly terrible son, not the worst son. I also no, that got updated. So yeah, that's mostly it for housekeeping. Housekeeping is gonna be super easy today, which is great because I want to move on to our beer of the week. And just for the record, my mom died in 2012. Well, sorry to hear that. You know. I heard old ones speak of them in whispers. It's called animated plush. About $20 each. I'm sure one of the cats will attack it. Probably. Oh, hello. Are you going to come up here and join me? Please don't step on the keyboard. That's like the only thing that I ask of you. Are you going to go sit in your nest? Ooh, okay. We might have Hobbs actually keep us company today. Yes, there he is. There we got the Hobbs cam going. Hobbsy, you're staring the wrong way though. Can I flip you around? No? Okay. Okay, well, we'll have Hobbs here. I'm finding your stream buffers a lot. It is buffering a lot. My wife's on doing a FaceTime call with my mother-in-law, so it's eating up some of my bandwidth. But I don't want to be a dick and stop that because, you know, my wife is talking. Also, I think my settings are off. Like, there's things are off and things are going. So I have to fix a few things. I can't do much about it. I'm real sorry, guys, about that. Oh, you guys are still watching Hubs. Okay, so beer of the week is... Oh, nice. Scott Mayer Boulevard Brewery is about a mile from your workplace. That is awesome. I love Boulevard Brewing. They make some really awesome stuff. I think this is like third or fourth beer we've had on Beer of the Week. I am super excited because for Memorial Day weekend, my wife, myself, and my sister are... going to go to Kansas City, and I am hoping to take a tour of Boulevard while I am there because I love their beer. So Kansas City Memorial Day weekend, Boulevard probably do other beers because it's Kansas City, and I hear they have a lot of good beers, and maybe some wine because I'm told wine's a thing. I don't know. Yeah, not a lot of people watching today. I think we're split on, it's one of those. It's Brewering Co. Is that a word? It is a word now. It is a word now. Brewering Co. is now a thing. Yeah, not a lot of people today. I think there's a lot of streams going on today. I know Sly has his. And it's Mother's Day, so I expect that people with mothers are being nicer to their moms than I am to my mom. So, they're hanging out with moms, which is important, so I'm not going to blame you too much. But, watch this afterwards, I guess. Yeah, clusterfuck of live streams. There's a lot of live streams. It's just, this is poor timing. I really should have. I kind of wanted to do this earlier, but I got kind of caught up doing other things, so... it's just, it happens. It happens, guys. Not much we can do about it. Okay. Go to Joe KC Barbecue. Ooh, writing things down because I don't actually know what I'm going to do while I'm in KC. I know that I will be obviously doing Boulevard because I love them. But I don't know about restaurants. I don't know about other breweries. So, any ideas, I will love it. Yeah, I miss him as much as a plague doll. Boils. Oh, miss who? I'm not even gonna. You'll finish your stuff. All right. Is this any good? Oh, sorry. I gotta actually read the things. We're going to KC. First thing to do should be to affirm you're in the correct KC. I think I will be. It is not that hard for me to get to it from where I am because it's just like directly south of me. So I'm pretty sure I will get the right one. I have to go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll get the right one. It's the one close to me. So it's only like a 3-hour drive. It's going to be great. There's only one solution. Everyone who wants to stream on a given day has to join in one huge hangout, talk urgently together. Oh, goodness. That would be insane. Let's not. I kind of saw that a little bit with Greater Sapiens stream earlier today, which I wish I could have participated more in and been part of, but I was way too fucking early in the morning. That shit is too early, Mr. Greater Sapien. Let's not do that. Hello, Sir Purcell. Thank you for joining us. I'll be back in a bit. I'm watching season 2 of Westworld. Well, I don't blame you. Season 2 is I don't know. Westworld is supposed to be good, I guess. I haven't actually watched it, but I don't blame you for doing that. I have to wait until Tuesday afternoon, but I'm looking forward to surprising my mom with 40 roses. Aw, aren't you such a lovable guy, Bohoble? Okay. Aren't they just the same side of different rivers, just like 5 miles? I think so. I think I'm not gonna get too lost. Hello, Adrian. How's it going? Okay, we are reviewing a thing, but I'm being distracted by the chat like always because you know, screw being professional and actually getting through your show. But okay, so Mexican style lager, Boulevard Brewing Company. We have Vamos, which I think is the name of the beer, and I should have added it on there. By Boulevard Brewing Company because I can't do that thing where I spell things correctly in Kansas City, Missouri. And their little blurb says, we brewed this delicious, refreshing Mexican-style lager to salute our boys in blue. And I don't think that's the police. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, Missouri. I know. I may have enunciated that intentionally. I don't think the boys in blue, I don't think those are their cops. I think those are their their baseball team, the Royals, right? The Royals are the thing. I think that's what it is. So I don't think it's the cops. And the city we love. Flaked maize and equal parts Pilsner and Vienna malts are balanced by a subtle but distinctive hop character. Water, because not whatever. Water, the score. This beer is a winner. I fucking can't today. Fucking can't today. By the way, Artie, what's your opinion of Infinity War? It was amazing. No spoilers. Okay. I won't. No spoilers. It was fucking amazing. I want to go see it again. I haven't found the time to go see it again. I fucking love the shit out of that movie. If you haven't seen it, like, make it a thing, especially because of spoilers. You gotta make it a thing, because I can't talk to anybody about Infinity War because nobody at work, like, not enough people at work have seen it, so, like, we can't talk about it, and it's fucking worse. So go fucking watch that nonsense, because, like, once it's out of theaters, like spoilers are just done. Like, once it's out of theaters, I'm just gonna talk about it all the time, and fuck all of you for not actually watching it. So yeah, go watch it. It's amazing. It's really good. I loved it. Black Panther is also really good, and it's very poignant and very, how do I put it? It's very, the timing of it was very good, and the thing about it is that the subject matter that it talks about is very relevant to the time that we live in. So Black Panther is also worth watching, and I think it comes out on DVD or whatever in like a day or two. So definitely go watch that one. I don't know why I'm pushing movies instead of drinking beer. Okay. Is this Mexican style lager any good? It smells like Corona. Does it taste like Corona? No, it does not taste like Corona. This is good. Oh, this is refreshing. Oh, this is beautifully refreshing. Ooh. Oh, that is delicious. Oh, I love it. I love it. That is real good. Oh, that is so fresh. Ha. At least I didn't say VHS, Bohobo. Does Corona even qualify as a lager? No. So it doesn't, but because no, that's not what I wanted. You get beer scale. Okay. Beer scale. Beer scale, Corona's all right now on in a 5. So Corona's kind of the, like, it's the cheapest good beer I'll get. Like, it's still kind of not good beer, but it's better than a lot of the other American beers. So it's a 5, right? if I were to stick this one on the summer beer scale, let's see. God, I really want to. This is like an 8 or a 9 on the beer scale. This is really good, especially for summer. So this is gonna be like an 8 or 9. I still haven't decided if it's worth a 9, but it's really good. Like it is fucking refreshing. Like this, I'm gonna have to buy some more of these when the pool opens and go sit outside and drink it at the pool, because this is fucking good. I love it. I don't like streaming. You pay good money, but you only get to see it once, so I prefer to buy it on a medium I can actually keep and rewatch as often if I want. But that's a good call. I am trying to declutter my life slowly and surely. Like my wife and I made a concerted effort at the beginning of the year to give away a lot of our books, which was like horribly painful. I have a small library in my living room, so it really hurt. But I got my wife a Kindle for her birthday, and she's been buying all of her new books are gonna have to be on. They don't have to, but they're just trying to get them on that. I like having movies that I can buy and I own that are on the cloud that I can still watch again, but I don't actually mind renting them either. I think renting is fine, especially for some movies that I know I'm not gonna necessarily watch again. Sometimes I kind of regret it. Like I rented Coco like 2-3 weeks ago. I rented Coco and I fucking love that movie, and I really wish I would have bought it instead of renting it, because I could watch that shit over and over again. So so who do we got here? Hello, Bjorn. How are you doing? Thank you for showing up. And I saw Villy show up. Thank you. Beast computers. My computer is everything still buffering and dying? Probably still buffering and dying. That's what we're doing here. Have you tried unfiltered wheat? I have not tried. Yes, I have. One of them was I think one of the oh no, I do want that. One of the things was you guys following me? Heat Shield nose cone. How's it going, Mr. Heat Shield? I know we just go from one stream to another. That's what we've been doing all day. I saw that most of the people who were in this chat were in were also Greater Sapiens stream earlier in the day, and then we go to Slides, and then we're just, it's just the same crew of people. But thank you for joining us, Mr. Heat Shield. Thank you. All right, we have our video menu, which should be up to date. It is up to date. We have a lot of options today, which I didn't plan for, and I don't have a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 options. Wow, that is a lot of options. Let's make a straw poll for this, because I am super professional and get my things together. But these are our options for today. We have Faking Space by Paul on a Plane, who claims to be a photographer, but also says a lot of really stupid things about photography. So how much of a photographer he is, I have my doubts about. So I'm gonna just recount these and make sure there are actually 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, oh, there's 7. Look at that. R&D can't do shit today. We're gonna get that poll going here. Share it. Boom. Copy it onto my thingamabob. Thank you. So I'm not sure how much of an actual like photographer he is. I don't think he is one. So we got Paul on a Plane, and there's a straw poll. I'll try to repost it a couple times here. Paul on a Plane, How Season Works by Eric Dubay. Yeah, let's not. Eric Dubay. God, I've had a lot of Dubay this week, so I would like to not do that one, but you know. Yeah, I think I am streaming at the wrong settings, and YouTube keeps telling me that, and I'm gonna have to fix it. I think there's something I'm doing something wrong, and I gotta fix it. The Endgame by Marty Leeds, because like always, I have a bit of a hate boner for Marty Leeds. Fourth Dimensional Flat Earth by Conscious Truth. And Checkmate on the Flat Earth by Rene Ibarluchea. That's Rene, the guy who showed up like a couple of weeks ago and just talked shit in the chat and like refused to actually come into into the show and like discuss things. So that's that guy. He actually has a channel. It's a weird video. Not cloning, which is about cloning, but not cloning. It's about like mind control, but how they take people and they you know, like when Britney Spears goes on whatever treatment, like rehab, they just brainwash her because she's, I don't know, because reasons I don't really know. I forgot to name the poll choices. I did not. They are in order from here to there because 1 through 7 is much easier for me to keep track of than to actually sit there and name them all. So we're not going to do that. And then All Roads Lead to the Globe by the Morgau because, you know, the Morgau. Why not? Paul is a total idiot trying to explain how rockets work. It was an exercise in futility. Paul is kind of an idiot. A troll that hung around here sometime last in this month. Yeah, he's just, yeah. Renee just hangs around every once in a while. You can't count the 7 Bo. Well, that sucks. Obnoxiousness is the most fun FEs along with their stupidity. So yeah, if you want Flat Earth, Faking Space, Paul on a Plane is a Flat Earther. Eric Dubé is obviously a Flat Earther. Marty Leeds is a Flat Earther. Conscious Truth is a Flat Earther. Oh my god, they're all Flat Earthers. Except, I think Jonathan Miller might also be a Flat Earther, and he's just gone, like, even crazier into other things. So, we are, so far, we're tied with number 5 and number 1. Uh-oh, so we have some votes for, it looks like we have some votes for Faking Space, and which one's 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Renee. Ooh, the Renee one's really awful, too, by the way. Like, that is just the worst. That is, yeah, that one's just bad. There we go. I never count further than 2 because I'm used to lift on 3. Oh no. So yeah, we do need a few more votes because we're tied, guys. We are tied between 1 and 5. So if you haven't voted, vote. Otherwise, we're gonna just never move on with the show. We're gonna be here forever. What does your choice of soda do with polls? What? Oh my god. Hello, Sean Dan. Thanks for being here. Flair, should we really be picking on the handicapped? I know. Sometimes I feel a little mean. But only sometimes. And then I remember how much money Jism is making on his videos. So I just, you know, that one's just that one sort of puts me over on the thing. Okay, we got more on 5. So that one's Checkmate on the Flat Earth by Renee. Ooh, we want some Renee stuff here, huh? Carbon averages made by Coca-Cola companies, so a soda. Bodie McBoatface, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a little bit. Thanks for showing up. Eric Dubé thinks dinosaurs are fraud perpetrated by archaeologists to deceive us for religious reasons. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me that he thinks that. He's also the guy who thinks that Hitler wasn't that bad, or no, not that Hitler wasn't that bad, but that Hitler did nothing wrong, and it's just part of the Jewish cabal or whatever, which is why he got kicked off of YouTube because he's a bit of a dick. So, all right, so it looks like Renee is gonna win this poll, so we're gonna close this poll for now, and we're gonna move on to Renee. Oh, where did I put these videos? I actually had my shit organized, and then I disorganized it right before the stream started, like you know, the person. Checkmate. So this, I will warn you, is an absolutely terrible video. Like, it is the worst. God, just it is really not. Just thinking about this video because I've watched a decent amount of it. So. First off, just to show you how bad of a video it is, Mr. Rene doesn't even know how to flip his video sideways. So we get one of these fun portrait mode or whatever videos. So, you know, that's where that starts. Did your ears ring, Red? Is Red here? The Red show up? There's Red. Did somebody say dick? Hitler was a good Christian. I mean, in a lot of ways he was. Oh, yes. Okay, we got to use VLC. You're right. And you know what? I actually remember that earlier that I should make sure to have VLC open and ready to go instead of relying on QuickTime, because the VLC will let us do the things. So we'll get there. Yeah, Dirtscape. I don't like, this is so weird. Why is this a thing that people this like this mode, this portrait mode or whatever is great for, it's absolutely great for, no, don't talk. You know, it's great for phone calls if you're gonna make, you know, if you're gonna talk to somebody on FaceTime or whatever. But just fine. Just don't actually make a video this way, because that's not fine. That's not fine at all. That's way less than 5. Where is this? Oh, there it is. Oh, right. We got VLC player going now, so we should be able to skip ahead a little bit easier this time around. Okay. Looks like you can cut off the top third of the screen anyway, unless there are chemtrails. We do have to keep an eye out for chemtrails. So Hitler survived the Wolf Bunker assassination. Was he favored by God? I guess so. Oh goodness. Yeah, Hitler talk won't get me demonetized at all. All right, I think he's gonna be really quiet too, so we're gonna try to get this nice and loud. All right, here we go.
On this beautiful.
Oh my goodness, he's super quiet. Like, I don't know how to make him louder.
Planet Love, which is stationary.
All right, so by the way, those of you who are watching this, since he's just telling you how much he loves you, so the crappy rendering isn't my fault. I downloaded this at the highest resolution that I could, and this is the highest resolution that I could get it in. So this is really what we're stuck with. This is supposed to be monetized. Didn't get an ad despite watching it in Chrome. No ad blocker here, huh? It's supposed to be monetized. I don't know.
Completely sea level. This beautiful earth is sea level all around. There is no scientific evidence.
Yeah, no, the volume is already at 2. I can't actually make the volume go up any higher. I don't, like, this is it. If he's really quiet, I don't know what to do. I really don't. This is really just crap quality. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, it was filmed on a potato, it looks like. I don't, like, I guess he must have just uploaded it. Like, he didn't bother to actually upload it with any, you know, amount of quality. Because, you know, fuck doing that nonsense, right? Just instead, just upload it in the most compressed way you can. I wish there were. OBS Thinkering approved. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he really isn't going to say too much, so I'm not too concerned. Miss Sir Purcell, since you are here so often, and you are a wonderful, wonderful lady, welcome to being a moderator. You don't have a job. You just get to talk a whole lot, and, you know, potentially ban people you don't like if you really want to do that. I don't, you know, it's you do you. You do you. I don't care. We'll try to listen to a little bit more. If this becomes, like, so hard to listen that we can't even talk about it, we might just have to switch to one of the other videos. Sorry, guys. I promise that I try to get things that are, like, not crap. But this is what I have to work with.
In other words, there is no scientific experiment that you and I can perform to measure any curvature at sea level.
Actually, there are plenty. You know how I know that there are? Because you and your flat earth friends do it all the time. You do laser tests. You do laser tests, and then you have to readjust this laser and lower it as the boat that's supposed to be capturing the laser moves away, and then you pretend as if this somehow proves that the Earth is flat, even though you had to lower the laser beam so that it was actually visible on the boat as it was moving over the curb. So that's funny how that happened, right? Your convex Earth people did the same thing, except that they never actually showed where the laser hit, which is also hilarious. And they multiplied God, I love this. If you haven't fucking curb. If you haven't actually seen my or listened to, you don't really have to watch anything. The commentary track for the convex Earth thing. The one of the things that they do that microbloganism pointed out to me is that to power up, to magnify the power of their laser, they stick like 7 laser pointers in a circle around it, and that is somehow making the one laser more powerful. I don't think they realize how lasers work. So that's a thing. Oh goodness. All right. So yes, you can actually do experiments to test this stuff. You know, it's just that you all don't actually do them. Because when you do these experiments, they don't come out in your favor. So instead of admitting to the fact that the experiments that you ran prove what you say is wrong, instead of admitting it, you just start dismissing all experiments altogether, and then all experiments just go out the window because, you know, why not? Especially ones with little dots on them. All of them. Oh, you like your O's? I see what you did there. Except that I can't because if we did, then we get banned on YouTube, and I don't want to do that. Work with 10 watt argon lasers, and you right. And I'm right. I hope I'm right about something. When you do experiments, they're the FE heartbreaker. Oh my goodness. All right, so we'll try a little bit more of this, but I'm having a hard time hearing Mr. Rene, so we'll just try our best.
We live on a beautiful flat earth. We inherit paradise. And it's all about the placebo effect.
So, who wants to put down a bet that he doesn't actually know what the placebo effect is? Oh my goodness! Oh, Bullhobel, you're so kind. I don't think there's any new boobs for Super Chat, though. New boobs are on for, there you go. Oh, you get Earthchan. I love Earthchan. Earthchan's awesome. Thank you very much, Mr. Bullhobel. They were very generous. Me like them boobs. Everybody likes them boobs. Yeah, so $5 says he doesn't actually know what the placebo effect is, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Good evening, Mr. Pib Boykin. Thank you for joining us. Who else should I do? Yeah. So placebo. In case you don't know, in case we are rusty on our no Lola Ferrari yet. No, I have to remember that. I have to remember Lola Ferrari. I've been trying to add more people as I go along. Is it like the Mandela effect? Oh no. So I want to know what he thinks it is. But if you don't know what a placebo effect is, it's pretty much when your brain thinks that you have been given something that works when it doesn't. It's like what sugar pills is. So if you if you have a headache and you take sugar pills, and just the act of taking sugar pills makes you feel better, even though you're not actually better, because your brain thinks that it should feel better because it took medication, even if they were sugar pills and didn't actually physically alter your whatever. It's basically acupuncture, homeopathy, yeah, any of those things. Brain, he says. Oh my goodness, all the super chat stuff today. Super chat's a thing. Oh, this is one of the newer ones. Way to go. Oh goodness gracious, guys. Thank you. Placebo boobs. Oh, I didn't realize boobs got censored. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn that off on Streamlabs. I didn't realize they censored things. Sorry, guys. 10 patients are given medicine, the other patients are given Smarties, and everyone feels better. So I did this. I did this once because I like fucking with kids. God damn it, sentences. Sentences. So I used to work. God damn it! I can't even start the story without actually like sounding awful. So I used to work at this place called Girls Inc., which is it's like a facility where the only people who are allowed, or the only members who are allowed, are girls, and it's helped to encourage girls, you know, whatever's right, like encourage them to be smarter and whatnots. Not to be smarter, to like, you know, have a place that they can be girls and all that. So I used to work at a place like this. And when I worked at this place, one day we did we had like an event, and so I made a crap ton of Kool-Aid for everybody, for all the girls and all the other people who were there. We made a crap ton of Kool-Aid, but at the time, Kool-Aid had these like clear Kool-Aid things, so they didn't like you'd make them, but they were just it was just clear. It looked like water. It didn't look like anything. And somebody pointed out that there's a good chance that nobody would like to drink just water, and they would get all upset. So we decided to put food coloring into the different batches of Kool-Aid. And because of this, we also decided that we were going to put different colors of food coloring into each batch of Kool-Aid. So we made one that was red, one that was blue, and one that was green. And we didn't say like that they were flavors. We just presented them as red, blue, and green. I know it's all this vertical. That's the only reason he's not turning around. He doesn't want to watch this vertical video nonsense. And so at the end of the event, I went around and asked the girls, like, which one did you prefer out of all of these? The red, the blue, or the green? Entirely the same flavor. Nothing different about them besides food coloring. The girls all like the red one more than they ever liked so it was blue. Sorry, it was red, then blue, and then green, and nobody liked the green one, even though it was the exact same flavor as the other ones. But just changing the colors and not saying anything about them, but changing the colors was enough to just mess with the girls' heads, and nobody wanted to drink the green stuff. It was great. When I was a kid, me and my mate were told the fruit juice was alcoholic, and we felt drunk. It wasn't alcoholic. I still cringe about that now. Yeah, right? Like, that kind of shit it's great. Like, you can do all sorts of fun things with that. Red, blue, and blue mixing use weird versions of the U.S. flag, yes. Buy cut Kool-Aid, now color to it. We need to talk about the value you place on your time. This was from work, so it's okay. So yeah, you can do the placebo effect is fantastic. It's why we do like double blind studies and stuff, because we know the placebo effect is a thing. So that was a long way of explaining the placebo effect. It's when your brain says something even though it's not actually true, but your brain kind of gets tricked into it thinking that it's true. All right, I want to know what Renee, what do you think the placebo effect is?
You either know you're going to get cured, that you're already healthy, or you don't. The placebo effect, you know how that works, right? Anyway, the placebo effect is when two subjects are given a pill to let them know that they're going to get cured. Oh, look, by the way.
Oh, no, not chemtrails. Not chemtrails. We were almost there. We were almost at a definition, and then chemtrails showed up. I got a little hand fapping there. Knowledge. I don't want to give him too hard of a time for his accent. I kind of do, but I shouldn't. Like how Hufford misspelled his name in his thank you video. Yeah. None of you, by the way, except for like 2 or 3 of you, have noticed that my name is misspelled on this stream, and it has been misspelled for almost 2 months, and I haven't bothered to change it. But my name is misspelled on this stream, and it has been for a while now, and maybe one of these days I'll bother to fix it. Just talk to yourself. I brought all the antibiotics I could get my hands on in case the Danish jelly blob comes back. Oh, unfortunately, the Danish jelly blob is probably not going to be here. He's in Iceland. It's his birthday this weekend too, which is a shame. I was hoping to wish him a happy birthday, but he's gone. So unfortunately, we can't do much about it. Oh well. So yes. Chemtrails. We were almost at a definition, and we got distracted by chemtrails.
That's not a chemtrail. A chemtrail is poison. This one is it seems normal. Anyway.
How do you know? Now I'm curious. How, dear friend, how do you know the difference between a chemtrail and what I'm assuming is a contrail? Like, please tell me how you know the difference. Is it like because I can't tell the difference? Please tell me. Are jelly cubes even born and suspected to just split off from one another? I think they are. Placebo chemtrails. Contrails were in jail. But bush. Scott Meyer, thank you for showing up. Water is a chemical. It's you know what? I hadn't thought about that, Mr. Scott Meyer, but you are correct. The government is spraying us with chemicals, aren't they? All that chemical water coming out of jets. Fucking A. I hadn't even thought about that. The difference is when you can't be bothered to run into the house. Chemtrails stay there longer and harder, dude. Is that it? Everything is out to get him now. He's a dude even cope with the day and day-to-day life. I know, right? I can't even imagine trying to be like how it must be to be that paranoid all the time. God damn. That's no way to live life. Don't be paranoid. No one's out to get you. You guys are fine.
The placebo effect. So you get a pill and they tell you, hey, you're gonna get well, so fantastic. So you take it, you go home, you take it as they told you, and just by that alone, your body, whether you got the right pill or not, your body will heal itself.
No, Renee. No. Your body will not heal itself. It's all in your head. It will think that it is getting better. That's the whole point of the placebo, is that your brain thinks that it is better, but it is not actually better. You can't give somebody antibiotics and then give somebody else fake antibiotics and they won't both get better. One of them will not because it's not actually real. I found a good Sorry, I gotta breathe. I need to breathe more often during these things. God damn it. I found a good anti-chemtrail, anti-jet fuel hoax channel named Roger Hendy. That's good. I don't know how to refute that stuff besides saying you don't have any evidence for this stuff. Like that's all you can ever say, because I maybe it's because I don't know enough. But all I can ever say to chemtrails is you haven't actually presented me any evidence that the thing that you say is real. Which is granted true for a lot of things. Like there's nothing else to say to that. So you know, I love how I have seen people sort of debunk some of them, because like there's been videos of like the inside of a, and I say that with air quotes, you can't see because you're looking at Hobbs, who's far more adorable than I am. I've seen people like on the inside of chemtrail planes, and they show the button that says, you know, kill all people, press button here or whatever. And pilots have actually looked at those pictures and be like, no, that's, you know, a button that does X, Y, or Z or whatever. It is not the kill all people button. Water has memory, true. Oh, good. Yeah, so I don't usually watch chemtrail stuff just because of that. My next door neighbor believes in chemtrails. Apparently Monsanto is spraying chemicals, so only Monsanto's engineered plants will grow. That makes sense. That, you know, I had a one of my high school teachers, and I had to block him on Facebook just because I couldn't fucking stand his nonsense anymore. But he was like, that's what, like, half of his shit was just chemtrail stuff on Facebook, and I couldn't fucking stand that nonsense anymore. Hello, Org343, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. If you did get better, then it wouldn't be a placebo. Exactly. He doesn't understand placebos. I'm glad that I got to actually listen to him tell me what a placebo was, so that I could see how much of an idiot he is for not even understanding what a placebo is. Water has memory, yes. But it's stupid that it ignores how much of the shitty herbicides you need to spray to even get rid of 1 acre of land from weeds, and my curb is still plagued with a weed, so Monsanto does a poor job. Greetings and salutations. Hello, Elvin. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, God damn it, Renee. God damn it. You're not, you're dumb.
Same thing with the premise of whether we live on a spinning ball or a visible flat earth, where they try to shock all your senses. We live on a motionless, stationary earth that's flat. And
sorry, I'm like super quiet because I'm trying to hear him, and I'm pretty sure none of you can hear him either. He's super quiet, but all he's really saying is that we're on a motionless plane or whatever.
when you know that, it's like knowing that you are Cinderella and you realize that you inherit everything and you stop scrubbing the dungeon. You're not gonna be scrubbing the dungeon when you know you inherit paradise.
Really? Is that so? Is that why? Is that why people like Jism still bother to make, you know, ask for people's money? Is that why, you know, flat earthers still have day jobs? You'll have day jobs. Most of you had day jobs. Okay, so this was a thing, and I kind of wish Gio was here because Gio always reminds me of exactly what video this was of his. But he had a talk with somebody, and I want to say it's part-time vegan, but I don't actually think it was part-time vegan. I think it was someone else. Where they talked, you know, they did the whole flat earth nonsense stuff. And at the end of it, at the end of talking about all their stuff, one of the things that whoever the flat earther was brought up was the fact that he was just like tired of being a slave to the system or whatever, man. I don't try not to wake him up. I know he's a bit lazy. Good boy. Oh, I'm sorry. You're being so cute. You're being so cute. Yes, you are. Oh, look at your cool face. I love you. Okay. So yeah. So after their talk, one of the things that they talked about was like this one. He's a bit lazy. He's not gonna wake up anytime soon. I kind of want to flip him around so you can at least see his face and not have to see the back of his head. But yes, so flat earthers do this all the time, and I don't think it's just flat earthers, but it's a bunch of other people. Where like they talk about how knowing about the secrets of the universe or whatever frees them from their crappy ass jobs, which is honestly just fucking depressing. Like I personally don't have such a sad life that I feel like I need to go hide in some delusion just to make my life be meaningful. But a lot of these people really do, and you know, Renee seems to be one of them, who's just like, they'd rather live in a delusion where they have special knowledge than to actually live in the real world. It is kind of sad. Also, there's a channel on homeopathy and health charlatans named Mad Scientist. His content is in Greek, so it's a good exercise for those who want to learn the language. Ooh, that's fun. Is that cat's head on backwards? It might be. I kind of want to turn him around. Can I turn you around, buddy? Because I think people want to see you. I'm going to turn you around very slowly. And turn you around very slowly, buddy. You've been good. Good boy. Being a good boy. Yes, you are. We're going to turn you around so the audience can see you. Don't look at me like that. Don't be angry. Good boy. Yes, you are. You're a good boy. I'm going to finish turning you around. Oh, you're tired, huh? There you go. That's a little bit better. What do you think, buddy? I know. It's not your favorite button. Now everyone can see you. There we go. I do need a turntable to do that. There he is. Now we get to see him a little bit better. You're a good boy, buddy. You just stay right there. You take your nap. You're fine. Everyone wants to see you anyway, not me. All right, so because he's a narcissist and wants to be able to fit, that is a thing about a lot of the people who wears the bow tie. I'm wearing the bow tie, not him. I don't know where his bow tie went. It's somewhere. Oh, here it is. I found it. But he can't wear his. It doesn't have a collar to it. There's the bow tie. There you go. Okay. So there's Hobbs and his bow tie. Okay. So things and stuff. We're gonna listen to a little bit more before we take a break. I am gonna try to finish the video at like the 2 hour, finish the stream at the 2 hour mark, because YouTube is still having those 2 hour stream issues. So we're gonna try to get it there. Okay.
Any seed that you put on the ground, you will have a beautiful mango tree. You will have cactus. You will have, so you can make tequila. You can make aloe vera. You have aloe vera. You can make.
Please, 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 please don't make tequila out of cactus. It's not what tequila is made out of.
Grow medicine everywhere. We already have everything here on this earth that we own. We don't need to be under the government of any government that all they're doing their satanic rituals. Search Pizzagate. That's
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Did we already make it to satanic rituals 55 minutes into the stream? Cats are liquid. They take the shape of the container. I know, random thoughts. Yeah, so we have made it all the way to Satan. Satan is obviously responsible. Satanic rituals and the government. And reasons why. That's took us 55 minutes, but we got there. All these plants that evolution has given us. I know, right? Oh, goodness gracious.
Amazing stuff to bring heaven back to earth. Everybody needs to know that Pizzagate is real.
I don't want to hand fap too hard because Hobbs is sleeping. No. 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 He says no, he just said that Pizzagate is true. If you don't know what Pizzagate is, it was a thing in 2016 where pretty much a bunch of emails were leaked, and I'm not even sure how leaked they're. They weren't even emails. I take it back. Fuck, it wasn't even emails. It was somebody's Instagram account. It was this owner's Instagram account who had ties with Hillary Clinton, and then the fucking idiots on the internet took it all the way to it being that there was pedophiles and there was coded language and whatnot, and it resulted in somebody like actually trying to shoot up the place, like for realsies, show up to try and shoot up this pizza joint because they thought there was a pedophile ring, which goes to show you that all this crazy ass nonsense actually has real life repercussions. Like, people could have actually died in a shooting because this one idiot actually thought that the Pizzagate was a thing, and so he was gonna go stop it by himself with his guns. It was fucking stupid. The idea that Hillary covered up a pedophile ring working from a basement of a pizza place. Yeah, and the insanity of it, I mean, it is insane how much it's what's his face? I kind of want to do it because this is one of the times that I get really pissed at Marty Leeds. Marty Leeds has a whole video on Pizzagate, and the thing that pisses me off the most about the Pizzagate things is that this particular video of Marty's is that when Marty starts off the video, he's like, I'm going to censor the pictures that I'm showing you because I'm concerned about the safety of these children, and I'm telling you the truth about this pedophile ring that I found out because Illuminati symbols, yada yada yada. And it's like, it's such bullshit. Like, you don't give a fuck about the feelings of these people. You care so little fucks about about concerns about the well-being of these people, that you are willing to make shit up about these people that result in real-world consequences, like people showing up with guns at their business. That is how little of a fuck you give about the well-being of these fucking people. So fuck you, Marty Leeds, is pretty much what I'm saying. Maybe I'll throw that video into the video menu, because that video pisses me off like no fucking end. Okay, so hello Bluigi, thank you for joining us. This is Renee. Renee was a troll who showed up on the stream a bit ago, and even though he was cordially invited several times to come on the show, he decided not to do that. So there we go. Hello Sean Carroll, you are here too. So we are going to take our break at the moment, because I am out of beer. I'm definitely out of beer at this point. I need to add more pictures to the fan art. I have a bunch of pictures I need to add. We're gonna take a break. I'm gonna go refill my beer and go get go do that other thing. But we'll be back. We might change videos, because I don't know how interested I am in Renee, but you'll think about it while I'm gone. So see you all in a little bit.
Listen.
All right, everybody, and we're back. I guess I took away the camera. We'll just there we go. That's better. We don't need to look at Renee. This is a much better view. Oh gosh. It's not an actual commercial. It's just music playing in the background. That's all, just so that we're not bored. So are we wanting to listen to more of Renee? Or would we like to move on to other things? Hello, Deep State Raccoon. How's it going? Yes, he's sleeping very nicely. What would we like to do? Let's see. I'm going to try if I can get the camera just a little bit more in front of him. There we go. Hello, buddy. Yeah, everybody likes you, buddy. Yeah, you're the real star here, not me. Oh, okay. You go back to bed then. You go back to bed, you little fluffball. Okay. So, are we tired of Renee? Or do we want to switch on to something else? Let me know in the description. The bow tie is like right here. It's kind of tucked in there. Not in the description. Don't let me know in the description. Let me know in the thing. In the chat if you would like to move on to something different, or if you're okay with this. Pull the shit out of this shitty videos here. Okay, or we could do that too. Whatever. I don't care. Hobbs is like, you ain't telling me anything I don't know. It's true. Is that your work he sleeps on? No, that's whatever papers need to be shredded. It probably has personal information on it, which is why I'm pointing a camera at it. So if I, just to make sure that I dox myself nice and good. So it probably has account numbers and social security numbers and whatnots on there. So if you really want to pour through this little clip there, you can find out what I've been up to lately. So we have a poll, apparently. Is that the same poll? Is that a different poll? I don't know. I don't know if I can make a new poll, but I want to know because no one's saying anything. Do we want to stick with Renee, or should we move on to bigger and better things? You all let me know. I might stand up while you guys think about it. It was the same poll, okay. I might stand up and close the blinds so that there's a little bit less light coming in there. So you all tell me while I go close the blinds so that Hobbs isn't so like brightly lit. Oh, now he's too dark. What a crap. There we go. We'll do that. Turn this on. There we go. That's much better. Get that photography. Yeah, I know. I mess with things. I am. We're in the dark web now. Good boy. This is a much better spot. Yeah, you don't look. Yeah, we don't have that blinding light behind us anymore. Yeah, I know. It got super dark in here though, huh? Good boy. I know. So nothing. I got nothing. Okay, so we want to change. There's no poll. You just gotta say yes or no. Like that's it, guys. Like it's that difficult. Say yes if you would like to change. Say no if you would not like to change. If you would like more Renee, or say change, or say something. That's it. But well, I guess we'll make a new poll. And we'll skip 5 because 5 we already did. So we don't need 5. We'll do 2. We'll do 3. We'll do 4. We'll skip 5. And we'll do 6. And we'll do 7. And we'll make this our latest straw poll. If we want to switch, we have the straw poll at least ready if we want to do that. We'll go back here. I know. Change. I got a vote for change. So good enough for me. Good enough. That's it. Like, that's all I need. Okay. We need a video. That is the new poll. That is the new poll on what video you want to see. I'm going to get the video menu back out. We'll go here. Nope. That is the old. Man, that is the old layout. Video menu. These are our options. We have Faking Space by Poll on a Plane, How Season Works by Eric Dubay, The Endgame by Marty Leeds, The Fourth Dimensional Flat Earth by Conscious Truth, Not Cloning by Jonathan Miller, and All Roads Lead to the Globe by The Morgile. You just watch CC. CC is always awesome. No, we're not voting for change. This isn't a democracy. We're just changing now. I gave you all an opportunity to vote, and no one did. So now we're moving on with life. God, things are split fairly down the middle right now. We got. Oh, looks like Paul on a plane is kind of getting a little bit of a forward momentum there. We gotta vote, guys. Otherwise, I can't do anything about changing things. The Morgal is probably the one that I want to talk about the least, because the Morgal is honestly just the worst individual in the world. I forget what the faking space one's all about. I added it a bit ago. I think it's moon landing stuff. I think the faking. If you don't want flat Earth stuff, then the not cloning and the faking space are kind of the two that you want to vote for. One of them is about moon landing hoax stuff, and then the not cloning is about not cloning people. So that's what that is. The moon is a spotlight moon landing. Let this Inquisition begin. Yeah, moon landing stuff's always just the worst. Moon landing hosters should not be allowed to live. Yeah, I mean they stretch things quite a bit. All right, so right now Paul on the plane is winning, but there's not a whole lot of votes, guys. Vote. I need you to vote. We'll go a little bit more here before we move on to. Wow, volume is really that high, huh? 200% volume. My goodness. Yeah. It isn't all bad. Oh, we got lots of Paul. Looks like Paul on the plane is going to be the winner. Paul on the plane so far seems to be winning all the votes. Paul on the plane is an interesting guy. Like I said, he's according to him, he's a pilot and a photographer, and at least one of those claims I doubt, because he said some really funny things about photography. I don't think it's in this video. I think it's in one of his other videos. One of the SpaceX, the spaceman whatever video, that space launch or whatever, that got all the flat earthers panties in a twist. Those guys, when he did that, he went through that video, and according to him, because there is a single frame or two where the aperture of the camera is wide open, we should be able to see stars in all the footage, or not all the footage, in that particular part of the footage, because he doesn't understand how cameras work, and he's a photographer. So, or at least according to him, he's a photographer. He also claims that because there's a compression glitch, where the car, as it's moving, or twirling in space, because there's a compression glitch and it kind of malfunctions a little bit. That also proves that it's CGI, because nobody's ever said that again before. Again, don't tell me when to wake up. It's my day off. I've had a flat Earth deprivation. I need some soup to make me feel better. Give me Eric Dubay. Remember, Dex, there was a new video. I did a video today, or released a video today on Dubay. So if you want some stupid, there's Dubay proofs today. So, okay. So we are on. It looks like Paul on a plane is going to win. So let's get Paul on a plane going. He is just the funniest guy ever. He really is. Ow. Oh, I forgot. I had the other guy really loud, so I need you to be quiet now. Set you at 100% and just leave you there. Oh, my brain place. That hurt. All right, so videos. Can we get this done? I guess not. I mean, oh, there it is. So this is Paul on a plane today. We need video feed. Yes. So he doesn't do bubbles in space. I think in this video he does. He compares the old images. So there's like the older images that sort of hang around the internets of the moon excuse me, the moon landing, right? Sort of the ones that were released at the same time of the moon landing. And then there are the pictures that not so long ago were released that are sort of the HD or high quality or whatever pictures that were released by NASA. And so he's going to look at those pictures to see where everything's fake and whatnot. So looks a bit like a Cessna. It might be a Cessna. I don't know. So he might be a Cessna pilot. That might be what his thing is. Because this is his plane or whatever, or his channel about his plane. Or whatever. Okay, we're going to play this and hopefully it's not too loud. No, not too loud at all. Perfect. Paul on a plane. Teaching includes copies of whatever. Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Paul on the plane again.
Hi.
And you are now watching Season 2, Episode 11 of Faking Space, our forensic image analysis series of the alleged photos we are provided by NASA and the other government space agencies. We are continuing our exposition of the faked moon landings here in the second half of Faking Space Season 2, covering NASA's Apollo...
There is a Season 1. There is a Season 1. Yeah, this is Episode 11. Forensic. So he's another troll using the photo prank website. He's another one of the Anthony Rileys of the world, where he thinks that putting filters on pictures is forensic analysis. So, you know, if you get a picture and you put a filter on it, that makes you a forensic analyst. So, you know, he's in that club. He's in the Anthony Riley club. He does have seasons. He is pretentious enough to have seasons. I should add seasons to things. Huh. I should do that. That's actually a good idea. I don't know. We'll do this like this is the pilot episode of Season 1, I guess. I don't know. I like this idea of doing seasons for your show.
11 through 17 missions. The NASA Apollo Journal site has been available for 20 years, some parts as early as 1995, but in 2015, NASA released more than 8,400 high-res images on Flickr, claiming...
So like I said earlier, so I guess they're high-resolution images that were released on Flickr, right? Like that's what he's comparing to. So I want to understand this right, Mr. Paul on a plane, Mr. Flat Earth Paul on a plane. I want to understand the way you're thinking here, because according to you, NASA is faking space or whatever, and NASA could have, because they were under no fucking obligation, they could have just never released high resolution images. So what he's going to do is he's going to compare the old images with the new images, right? That's what he's going to do here. So NASA could have never done that, right? NASA could have just been like, oopsies, we don't have those, or the technology, you know, they aren't really that good because the technology back then wasn't good, and never in 2015 bothered to have released the high quality ones, right? They could have never done that and just have left the public with the crappy low resolution ones that we all know and love. And then you wouldn't have had a tool to do your forensic analysis. And I say that with air quotes you can't see. But somehow NASA felt the need to do this and in their own way prove themselves wrong, I guess. Like, what is the point of NASA do? Like, what does NASA have to gain by putting out the high resolution images? Like, why? What does NASA gain by doing it? Like, why? It would have been better to not have shown the images, and then you would have had no resources. I just don't know why. That's all. That's all.
It was every photo taken by the astronauts during the 6 moon missions from 1969 to 1972. Here in episode 10, we'll cover the evidence that the stagehands left clues to the fakery as they became more disgruntled with the fact that they were part of an elaborate hoax, that is, if they even knew it, Perhaps they were convinced this was all a simulation.
Wait. Stop. Because you just said two contradicting things. You just said that the stagehands were disgruntled. That is your reasoning, right? Because so all of this is disgruntled employees trying to blow the whistle on NASA, right? Because they were disgruntled because they spent their entire fucking life in education, going to school and stuff to learn about astrophysics or engineering or whatever, and then it turns out that their first job out of college is faking space for NASA or faking the moon landing for NASA, right? Like that's a crappy ass job they landed, so now they're pissy about it, and now they're going to blow the top off of this whole conspiracy, right? But at the same time, you're like, but maybe they didn't actually know, and maybe they were brainwashed. You can't have it both ways, buddy. Like it's one or the other. It's either disgruntled employees who know what is going on, blowing the whistle, or it's employees who don't know what's going on because they've been brainwashed. You can't have disgruntled, brainwashed employees trying to blow the whistle on this. If they're brainwashed, then they're not going to blow the whistle on this. And if they're not brainwashed, then they will. Like, these two, you can't have them both, buddy. You just can't. I have an opinionated finger problems. I don't know how often I end up with a re or a le in the wrong sequence, or out with a u where the u belongs. Sigh. I would break them out if I didn't. Well, okay. NASA fake space, Russia fake space, random people fake space. Everyone sends up cameras in fake space somehow, and they all fake at the same exact way. Somehow. Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious, my friend.
So the little details weren't that important, and they could have a little fun, right? What you are seeing here as Season 2 draws to a close comes as a result of more than 10,000 hours of research, poring over...
10? How much, phone? Dear phone. 10,000 hours of research, all right? I wanna make sure I understand this in perspective. So that's 100, that's 1,000, that's 10,000 hours of research. We're gonna divide that by 24. In days, that would be 416 days. 416 days. That's over a year. That's what, a year and some change. How much a year is that? Divided by 365. It's a year in about a 15th. For you, and that's if you didn't take a break, right? Like, that's if you didn't have a day job or slept or ate or pooped. You are literally telling me that you think somehow that you have spent a year and some change of your life researching this nonsense. That is... So, actually, can you even do it? So this video, I think this video was released recently. So, we'll pretend that it was released in 2018, right? We'll give you a 3 years. Since these pictures were released, we'll give you 3 years. I want to do this because I think this just goes to show you how dumb you are. So we got 10,000 hours, right? But let's pretend for sake of funsies that we're not gonna have 10,000 hours in. You're not gonna actually do them all at once, right? Let's do some math, right? Let's pretend you work a full-time job. So you work 40 hours a week, like normal people do, and that's 52 weeks. So we got 40 times 52 weeks in a year. So you work an average of 2,080 weeks or hours in a week, or in a year, sorry. So that's how much you do. And if we, how many hours are in a year? That's a good question. 365. We're just gonna go with 365 because I don't fucking want to bother with the other nonsense. Times the 24 hours per day, you have a grand total of 8,760 hours. This is very rough. We're going to subtract that with the 2,080 hours that you work. So, which means that you have a grand total of 6,680 hours left that aren't dedicated to your job. And out of those, we are going to subtract another 8 hours a week. 8 hours a day of sleep, right? I know we're gonna, but that's gonna be a slightly different number. So we got 8 hours times 365. Oops, 8 hours times 365 days, which is another 2,920. So let's do this. 680 minus 2,920. That leaves you with 3,760 hours in a day left to, or in a year, left to do whatever the fuck you want to do, right? Even if, my friend, even if since the very moment that these images came out in 2015, even if you had spent every waking moment that wasn't you at work, and you didn't eat, and you didn't poop, and you didn't do anything else, you would only have had 3 years worth of time to have poured into this. And in those 3 years worth of time, you would have only had 11,280 hours available to do this. Which means that if your claim is true, that you have spent 10,000 hours on this, it means that the last 3 years of your life, you have spent doing nothing else besides working, sleeping, and looking at these images. Your hyperbole is so out of place, it doesn't even make any fucking sense. Like, I understand you're being hyperbolic, but I don't actually, you know what, I don't actually think you were trying to be hyperbolic. I think you were trying to show off, right? But even in your showing off, there is no way for you to have physically done the thing that you say that you have done. That, I haven't even gotten into your stupid images, and your claim is already way off. Just way off. God, you're annoying. Okay. Sorry, I didn't entirely ignore the chat for all of that. Well, he looked at all 8,000 odd pictures that would have taken 10,000 hours, but he spent the weekend looking at a dozen of them, so it extrapolates out. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way that you actually did the thing that you say you did. Like, it's physically impossible. You would have had to never have eaten. You would have had to never have done anything else. Literally, like, even if you had to commute to work, that would have fucked up your whole schedule. There's just nothing. This is what you've dedicated every single waking moment of your life to. And that is sad. I'm sorry. That is super, super sad. If you genuinely did that. All right, moving on.
For every photo, video, mission log, everything available online relating to NASA's alleged 6 lunar landings.
He might not have a job. It's potentially true. He might not have a job. I am thinking of him as a normal adult. He might not be a normal adult. You're correct.
The tireless researcher's name is Mr. Scott Henderson, and he's been gracious enough to share his work with us all. The most damaging evidence, as we've been showing throughout this series, is the wet flag on Apollo 17.
The wet flag,
The
guys.
prop was either rained on or had accumulated morning dew, much like the water on the...
Or, this might be, just a little bit of a stretch. They're shadows. They could just be shadows, Just maybe. Just maybe a wet flag. And So what he's talking about, in case you can't see it, so is if you look at the pictures really closely, you see sort of these points, sort of darker points, and I'm pointing on them with my mouse as if you can see that, but you can't. You can see that look like dots, right? It looks like somebody put a couple of raindrops on there, right? That's his evidence for the flag being wet. The fact that the flag is wet on 1, 2, 3, 4 spots, and just 4 spots somehow, is evidence that it was wet, or there was morning dew. I don't know. This is weird. I don't know why. So.
Equipment and EVA suits we provided the evidence for in our previous videos.
They're shadows. I think that's what you. Am I not even sure what you're talking? Maybe I'm not even sure what you're talking about, because now you're zoomed into the stars, and I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
If you think moisture or water in these photos could happen on the moon, go research what happens to water in a vacuum. Let's proceed, shall we? These 2 rocks were on the left side of the large rock, Tracy's rock. Then in magazine 146, the rocks are on the right, and 1 photo later are missing altogether. This shows how NASA...
Those aren't... You're a photographer! At least you claim to be one. You're a photographer, and you don't seem to understand how parallax works. Can you turn the volume up a bit? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. You're a photographer. I don't even think the image got flipped. So what he's talking about, I wish I could point, but I really can't. So if you look at the middle image on the top 3, right? There's the astronaut, there's a big rock, and then there's this there's this extra little rock sort of on the side there, right? Like on the right. And then the next picture is it isn't another picture sort of from the same spot. You can tell that some time has passed and the camera has moved, because you can see less or more of the moon buggy thing, right? You can see more of it as opposed to the other one where you can only sort of see the pipe. So the camera angle has changed. So he's comparing 2 stars, sorry, I read stars from Deep State Raccoon. He's comparing 2 pictures from different angles. And he's saying, look, they're gone. Like, the camera moved, you idiot. The camera has moved, which means that things aren't going to stay in the exact same spot when they have moved. So, for example, because I just spotted this because I pay more fucking attention than this idiot does, you can see in the far right picture, the one where you see more of the buggy, you can see that there's just to the left of there's like a copper, I want to call it a pipe even though I know it's not. There's a copper pipe that's going up, and right next to it there's a little rock. On the picture in the middle, that rock is not next to the buggy at all. It's actually to the right of the buggy. So you can see how much that one rock has moved from the angle of the camera. That one rock went from being to the left of the buggy to being sort of almost to the right of the buggy because the camera angle changed. You are supposed to be a photographer. That is what you say. That is what you claim your job is, or whatever, your expertise. Your one bit of expertise is photography, and you don't understand parallax. How do you not understand parallax? Breathe. I'm trying to breathe. This guy is just... I'm gonna take a drink now and breathe, or try to breathe. 'Cause I'm super cranky. I'm gonna look at my cat. Because my cat's gonna at least... You guys are lucky. You get to just stare at Hobbs while I do this. And Hobbs apparently doesn't give a damn about me hand-fapping in anger. Oh, God. I can't. Oh. Like, it's so simple. It's so simple to see what happened. And I'm not a photographer. I don't pretend to be an expert at this, right? Like, and yet I can look at what he has said and realize how dumb he's being. Oh, goodness gracious. The camera moved, dummy. The camera moved. Oh, no. Anyway, R&D. Hello. Oh, my gosh. Emmanuel. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Anyway, R&D. Here and a couple of other YouTubers are battling this fight against flat earth stupidity, and it's funny to watch indeed. Well, thank you. I am glad that my pain has brought you some amount of pleasure. Oh, okay, we're gonna move on. I don't know why I keep saying move on.
Can manipulate the set. The ground on the left side of the rock has been brought back into pristine condition after the rocks were moved. Speaking of rocks, this is an example of how some of the rocks were made for the moon set. One of the features this rock has is its color, unlike the other rocks in the photos. The wire mesh is covered with a plaster-type coating. It didn't turn out well for NASA, so there's only a few of these rocks. And only in Apollo 15 do the rocks look like this.
Wait, what? This is an example of how some of the rocks were made on set. One of the features this rock has is its color. Unlike the other rocks in this photo, the wire mesh is covered with a plaster coating. What wire mesh? The hell are you talking about? The hell are you... What are you talking about? It does sound like the Silent Hill soundtrack. You're right, it does. I should go play video games. I don't know why I do this. I don't actually... Like, I'm looking at these images and I don't even know what he's talking about as far as wire mesh. What he thinks he's seeing? Like, I don't know what he thinks he's seeing as far as wire mesh is concerned. I don't know. So yes, who's a natural formation, not a wire mesh? I mean, I guess even maybe, I don't know. I can't really see what he's talking about. And I don't know if it's the crappy whatever. The crappy quality of the video, but you know, whatever. You're playing Fallout 4. That's awesome. That's awesome. I bought the DLC for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I'm super excited because I didn't 100% complete Breath of the Wild, but I got all the shrines, and I am like super excited to move on with life and try other things. That Breath of the Wild, fucking fantastic game. God damn, is it a good game. It is fucking go buy a Switch just to play, just to play. Oh, Breath of the Wild, it is the shit. All right, I don't know what he's talking about these meshes, so we're gonna just move on.
The prop rock exteriors were coated to make them appear to be real rocks. This rock was turned over to reveal how it was formed. It appears to have a lunar dust coating. The dust can be scraped away as pointed out here with the tool. A real rock would need to be split open to reveal a flat surface.
What? 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 I really have to play Skyrim on VR. I kind of want to get Skyrim for the Switch, and maybe I'll do that someday. Right now, though, I have other things that I want to spend my money on. But we'll see. No. Like, a rock has... I do need an oven mitt. I think that's my problem. I don't know why you think that a rock can't be flat unless it's split open. Also, none of these pictures show a flat rock. Like, they show some relatively flat-ish faces of a rock. To reveal how it was formed, it appears to have a lunar dust coating. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. The dust can be scraped away, as pointed out here. With the tool, the real rock would need to be split open to reveal a flat face. Why? Why? Like, why can't rocks have flat faces on them? Like, I really want to know why you think that rocks can't be flat. Like, have you ever skipped a fucking rock? Like just go to your nearest lake and go rock skipping, because the best rock skipping rocks are flat rocks. They're like the disc ones. Like, why do you think? Like, I don't know what to say. So NASA made fake rocks rather than walk outside and grab a few of them. I guess. I don't know. Like, I'm super confused as to all of this. Like, if you're gonna go to the trouble of making rocks, right? You're gonna make rocks instead of grabbing real rocks for whatever reason, even though rocks are fucking easily accessible, right? And you're gonna make fake prop rocks. You're gonna make them out of whatever. And somehow, all of this got done, right? Like somebody sat around and produced all these goddamn rocks. Somebody sat around and put them out on the stage, and somebody sat them out and took pictures of them, all to deceive everybody, right? Like, that is what it was all done for. And nobody, not a single person, thought about, hey, maybe you can see the mesh in this rock and we shouldn't use it. Or, hey, maybe this rock is flat and for some weird reason flat rocks don't exist and we shouldn't use it. And then NASA, after fucking 50 years since their first launched these things, right, decided, without reviewing the images, without anybody ever looking at the images, to just release all of the high-resolution images to the public and never once go through them and be like, hey, dudes, I need somebody to go through these images to make sure that none of them have any weird shit in them. Like, this, for being the biggest conspiracy ever, it is the sloppiest mess in the world that I am honestly surprised they were able to get anything done in the first place. Because according to you, these are some sloppy motherfuckers who can't do their own goddamn job well, but do it so well that they have somehow managed to deceive the whole world that they have done it in the first place. Like, goddamn. All right, so that's apparently we can't have fucking flat rocks. Whatever.
Examples of how rocks were produced for the set. Remember the many automotive parts in our previous videos? They look like real rocks, but objects such as automotive parts may be found inside. The one above appears to be like an ignition coil.
Why? I used to do. I am losing it. I used to do theater. I used to do tech, like the build stages and shit, right? For theater. If we ever needed a thing and we could find it, you know, pre-made, or already sort of existing, we wouldn't bother to make it because it was a waste of time. So for example, at some point we needed, I think we did we did a fucking a streetcar named Desire, and if you haven't watched the play or whatever, it involves a lot of alcohol and a lot of people drinking and stuff. So at the time I wasn't doing theater, but my friend was doing it, and so he showed up one day with like a 12-pack of beer, and he's like, "Hey, I have to either dump these out, or drink them all because I need empty beer cans, right?" And that was the way that we got empty beer cans. We didn't go out of our way to make beer cans because there was an easier way to get them. So you're somehow telling me, because your pareidolia has gone off, right? Your pareidolia went off, and you're like, I got bored from that guy. He reaches to find a corner in the 50-cent coin buy. Well, thanks for joining us. Your pareidolia went off, and you're like, I see this thing that kind of looks like a thing. Therefore, someone in the props department, in his rock making facility, put an ignition coil into a rock. That is what you think happened. Why? I don't... Hey, Bob, that fake rock looks flat. Can you stick an alternator on it? Yeah, I just why? Why would anybody do this? And most importantly, why is it that in 2018 that somebody has finally caught up with it? Okay. We're gonna move on.
The steel band, A, wrapped around the case with square nuts, B, facing the camera.
Okay, dear, we're just a quick real talk, Mr. Paul on a plane. Your music is really creepy. I just so you know.
This very distinctive rock has been used in more than one mission, indicating that the same location was used to stage the Apollo.
Are you for seriously telling me that rocks that you can tell that these are the exact same rock? Really? Like, I don't... Why? So, like, why? Like, all the decisions that would need to be made, like... If I was gonna fake space... If you're... Okay, back to how I used to work in theater, right? Like, when I used to work in theater, one of the things that you do in theater is you have to change the stage often to set up for new scenes. So often what you have to do is like move furniture out of the way and stuff, right? So you get your crew, you go in there, you pick up the furniture, you move it to a new location, or you move it off of the stage, right? And then you set up for the new scene. In order to do this, in order to keep consistency in the play, I've never ran a play or done anything where you use the same prop for two different things. So, and you would always mark off exactly where things were. So if you ever look at a stage, and you get close enough to a stage, you can usually see that we'll take tape, we'll take glow-in-the-dark tape, or we'll take some sort of glow-in-the-dark marker, and we'll mark off exactly where a thing needs to go, and we'll sort of silhouette it, so that you know that this item needs to go at this one exact spot, right? And that's how that works. So, if I was going to stage this thing, I wouldn't bother to move one rock to a different place for a different photo, I would keep the rocks exactly where they are and just get a different rock, because the budget for this was immense. You could have just manufactured a new rock instead of reusing the same rock over and over again. Why would you do that? Why? Square beer cans would cut down on shipping volume. Yes. Oh, there's a great video by somebody about the aluminum can and why it's the shape that it is. It's got to do with while the round or the square ones are sort of great for packaging, there's some flaw in them that makes them really not work well for keeping. I gotta look it up, but yeah, are they harder to manufacture? That's probably why. There's something cool there. Okay, we're gonna listen just a little bit more before we're done.
Moon landings. If you don't immediately recognize the distinctive folds on the corners of this rock, it's the prop C rock found in Apollo 16. Penn and Teller addressed this prop rock.
They're shadows. They're shadows.
On one of their TV shows. No surprise, then, that it has magically reappeared in an earlier Apollo mission photograph. Perhaps we can see now why the image creators drew attention to it.
No, we're just going to move on.
GC. NASA
on.
has tried to get rid of the C prop rock, but it's not the only one with lettering on it. This bag is from a golf course. The GC on the bottom means that this is a rental golf bag.
Why? Why? I want to know why. Somebody in a prop department in a conspiracy was like, you know what? I'm too lazy to go outside and grab a rock. I am instead going to go grab a rental golf bag and cover it in rock stuff and pretend that it's a rock. Are you really telling me that is what you think happened? Oh my goodness, this is just all sorts of stupid. Oh my, good pick on you, chat. God. So, he is saying that the props department is too poor to make rocks, and they must grab stuff from everywhere. But at the same time, they are making rocks. On the one hand, somehow, it is somehow easier for the prop department to make rocks rather than to go out and find rocks outside, wherever the fuck they are, any desert. So they'd rather make rocks, but when they make rocks, instead of making casts and whatnot of rocks, they just take existing objects for whatever reason and rockify them, like just put rock stuff on them. Like that's what they like. Why would anybody pick this weird-ass way to make rocks? I don't know why you would go. Okay, we're gonna try just a little bit more before we end the show. And God,
perhaps Major Tom was using it on the moon, and then the GC would stand for ground control. This one will open NASA's eyes. I hope their eyelashes don't start falling out. The grasping tongs are carefully placed so the shadow makes an arrow. The white glove with rubber tips is at the end of the arrow. To the left...
Jesus fuck. You and your pareidolia. You and your pareidolia. That's all I can... You and your pareidolia. You and your pareidolia. Hobbs knows everything. Hobbs is always part of the conspiracy. Hello, fuck you. How are you today? I am about to just. I'm having. This is a rough video, guys. Oh, this has been the least laughy video I think I've had in a while. Oh my goodness. So it makes an arrow. I don't see the arrow. It's, you know, I don't know. You can't. I don't even know anymore. You know what? We're done. We're just done. You guys can all enjoy. Wow, my computer just dying apparently. Enjoy Hobbs for a little bit while I say goodbye to all of you wonderful, wonderful people. Thank you all for joining me in this wonderful journey into the stupidness that is Paul on a plane. I greatly appreciate it. You've all been wonderful companions. Dear Wooden Toad, I think you might be the only one here, but happy Mother's Day to you, Wooden Toad. I hope you are having yourself a wonderful day and your kids are being wonderful to you and not the little dicks that they are. Please, boobs, make the bad go away. Hopefully the boobs will show up. If they don't, I will get you free boobs. They should show up, right? Yeah, they should. They should. I hope. Oh, maybe they won't. Oh, no. Oh, no. Are the boobs broken? They might be. Oh, no. Mr. Bohobo, I think I have screwed you out of boobs. Let's go back here and unscrew you out of boobs. I don't know why they didn't show up, my friend. I'm going to have to pick all the things. They are little dicks, but for some reason I love them. Isn't that how it always goes? There you go, Mr. Bohobo. Just for you. Just for you. I don't know what happened to them. Oh, but I don't. Yeah, there you go. I don't know. You know what? I don't know why. Thank you, absolutely everyone, for joining me. You are all wonderful, wonderful people, and thank you all who have donated. You are getting me closer to not having a crappy computer, and I appreciate that. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend. If you have a mother, make sure that you say that you love them. You know, and stuff. Be nice to your mom today. It's like the one day that they get for you to not be a dick to them. If you are a mother, congratulations on that. Good job. And for the rest of you, have yourselves a wonderful weekend. I will see you all next week. I don't know. There might be a video. Probably. I don't know. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend, everybody.